Teenagers across England, Wales and Northern Ireland are finding out how they did in their GCSEs today, but head teachers are warning the new grading system sends a demoralising message to students who are likely to score lower results in their exams. Well, Sky's correspondent Lisa Dowd joins us now from the WMG Academy for Young Engineers in Coventry with some nervous teenagers there, no doubt, Lisa.
Yeah, lots of nerves, but actually a lot of excitement now as well. And this is the first year in England that most of the subjects now are graded with numbers. So 9 being the very best, down to 1 still being a pass. But you're not seeing, obviously, the A stars to Gs like you did before. And it's the first year, really, to affect a lot of students like this, isn't it, Anaya? Can you show us how you did?
Yeah, I got a 7 in English language, a distinction in spoken language, 6 in biology, 6 in chemistry, 6 in English lit, 6 in physics and a 5 in maths.
Now, you said to me that that wasn't how you described those grades to your mum. What did you say to your mum?
I said I got an A in English language, a B in biology, B in chemistry, B in English literature, B in physics and a C in maths.
What do you think of this new system, numbers rather than letters?
It's confusing, but I just, like, when I see the numbers, I just automatically go back to the letters. Like, when I see 7, I think, oh, that's an A. Like, you just go back to the old way.
Did it mean any extra stress this time round for you, or was it always going to be stressful anyway?
It was going to be stressful anyway, but the numbers added extra stress because like you're getting your mock papers back and you're getting a number, and you're like, well, should I be excited about this? Should I be happy? Because it's hard to. You're getting a lot of our notes to C, our notes to B. Like, it kept going back and forth like that. But the teachers, like, they sat us down, they spoke us through it again and again and again until we got it, and we're like, got it now.
And Mum, Leanne, is right next to you. Leanne, clear as mud, is it?
No. On the way here, I had to ask Anaya to translate it for me. I said, can you explain what it's going to say, what it's going to mean? Because I didn't want her to open her papers and me have no reaction to it. So she did kind of talk me through it and explain, but still, when she opened them, said A's, B's, rather than numbers.
What do you think as a parent of the new system?
I'm fine with it. It's confusing for now, but any change, anything new is always confusing, isn't it? But I'm sure in time we'll get used to it and it will just be normal. Yeah.
Well, I'll let you have a little celebration because you've been waiting very patiently. Congratulations. Let's bring in Matt, who's the head teacher here, the principal. Matt, what do you think of this new system?
As has just been previously suggested, any change is difficult to comprehend in the first stages, but I think the students now, the reality is starting to settle in now that they are in a 9-to-1 environment, 9 being the top, 1 being the bottom. And I think over time, businesses will make an adjustment. And I think that's really, for us, the biggest challenge of all, making that make sense in our business context. That's where our students are going. 32% of our students are leaving us to go into modern apprenticeships, and it's the businesses for us that really need to get their heads around this because it has to make sense.
You have very close links with local employers here. Do they have any idea what you're going on about when you say a student's got a 9 or a 7 or a 5?
Well, luckily our business partners are a little bit more clued up than others because we work with them closely on a day-to-day basis, because these business partners are coming into our very unique university technical college in order to promote themselves, but also to promote engineering and to teach these students the art and the science of engineering really live on a day-to-day basis. So they are more clued up than others, but it will take time for this to filter through to other businesses.
What do you think the point is of this massive change?
Differentiation, I think, is the key thing here. A wider range of possible grades, which will mean a wider range of possible outcomes for students. Without doubt, more stretch and challenges at the top end of those 8s and 9s, 2 grades replacing an A star. The government clearly has pitched this in order to differentiate an increasing number of students right at the top end of the ability spectrum.
And has it meant extra stress for you guys and for the kids this year? Well,
I think we're not unique in this profession. We have to deal with these stressful situations, and change is something that I've had to deal with in my 20-year career. It's something that is fairly common. But I would say that the change has come along. We've readied ourselves through early entries over the last 2 years. And so I think we're in a better position now to deal with that.
OK, thanks very much, Matt. I know there's one other student we can have a little chat to over here. You'll notice, actually, the incentive for the students here. There's lots of... there's a real close links with technology businesses and automotive businesses here. And here's an incentive. You could either be working on one of these or maybe driving one if you do well in your GCSEs. And Fabrice is here. I know you've just opened your results, haven't you, Fabrice? Yeah. How did you do? Could you show us?
Yeah, so I got 1A, 5 Bs and 4 Cs.
Interesting that you told me like that, because that's the old system, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Did you tell me like that because you don't think anybody understands the new system?
Yeah, people don't really understand the new system. And also got some distinctions, but they're also not understood either.
But in the old way, you've done very well. So what have you got here number-wise then? Could you show your results just to Martin there? So you've got biology 6, maths 6, physics 6. So what grade is that?
That's a B. So, and then there's that as well.
And what do you think of the new system?
It's all right. It can a little bit of tweaking. It'll be very good. So.
And how's it been for you? Extra stress with the new system, or have you dealt with it okay?
It's extra stress, but once you work through it, it's all right. It's hard to revise. It's the only problem, but everything else is all right.
Okay, thanks very much, Fabrice. And the feeling has been from experts that this year probably only around 200 or so children would achieve those straight 9s. Well, actually, what we've seen this year, that there's actually been more than 700 do really well. But it's nothing like the clean sweep of A stars that we've seen in previous years.
OK, Lisa, thank you very much. And many congratulations to all those very brave teenagers opening their results in front of us here on Sky News. Well.